It's Mark from Top Local. Here's Will Cito, Insync Physio in Vancouver, one of the highest rated physiotherapy offices, most popular in Vancouver and North Burnaby. And we're going to talk a little bit about some of the deeper reasons why Insync Physio does things the way they do. How you doing, Will?
Yeah, I'm doing great, Mark. Thanks for the introduction. So I strongly believe in our commitment to excellence. And the way that we do that is by having myself and our physio team commit to having their skills and their training and expertise at their top game. And so we have training in sports physiotherapy and advanced manual therapy, which are two specialty areas that are basically very vigorous training programs where at the end of it, you get all this expertise in terms of assessment and treatments and skills that are internationally recognized. So we have therapists that are always looking to better themselves. And we're very evidence-based practice. We use the most latest research evidence to really look at the underlying cause and the root cause of your injuries and aches and pains. So that's the first thing. The second thing is really our care and commitment to caring and helping people. And I mentioned this before in previous segment about how we really just want to, provide people with that ultimate experience of being able to find, their best way of moving and being able to overcome their injuries and their aches and pains. And that's super important for us because that's the most gratifying thing for us. And we love to be able to do that. That's what drives us to be better. And the third thing is really, and I mentioned this before, about one of our core things is our commitment to building a better and a stronger community. And that's through not just the people that we help in the clinics, but even ourselves within the clinics, amongst ourselves, where we always try to make each other better. We always share our information when we are helping each other. It's like as one person goes up the ladder, we're all pulling each other up. And so it's this really cool dynamic that we have as a team. And as a result, we're able to then have that transfer over to our clients in the clinic, but then also within the community that we work with other allied healthcare professionals like doctors, some of the sports med doctors that we work with, and people like kinesiologists and trainers and healthcare people that are involved in the overall picture. So the biggest thing then is, why Insync Physio? And, what does it mean to come into our clinics? So I think ultimately it's like, what do you want to become in sync with? So when you have an injury and when you have aches and pains, we're helping you to not just overcome your aches and pains and your injuries on a physical level. So it's like, what do you want to become in sync with? So looking at that physical aspect, but looking at how you think about that process, looking about how you want to overcome that injury, and looking about how you feel about it, how you feel about yourself in the process, and how we can get you from that A to B process as well. Because ultimately, we will listen. We will definitely listen to what you want. Like with so many different variety of people from the super highly competitive athletic population where, we've had athletes that have worked at the Olympic Games to world championships and national and provincial championships to the weekend warrior, where we know what you want and we will listen to you, but ultimately we will help you with what you really need. And so going back to that question is, what do you want to become in sync with? And that's a really important question that we try and bring back to ourselves all the time is how can we help you, but ultimately, how do you want to be involved in that process? So I hope with everything that I've said about that today, that really inspires you to just think about, whatever injuries and aches and pains that you're having and goals that you have for movement and physical activity in other sports, or even just staying fit and active, that you ask yourself, what kind of involvement in your own process in this do you want to be a part of? Because ultimately, when we look at the healing cycle, it's us helping you and also you helping yourself by looking at how you want to be involved in this process as well. Because as much as we can provide a lot of the technical things and all the hands-on things to really give you tools, that's what we have. Like I feel like we have these tools that we can provide for you to help guide you along that path for healing. And the healing isn't just the physical. I mean, yes, you're going to experience, like a progression of whatever injury that you're experiencing, whether it's like whiplash, a spinal injury, or, rotator cuff impingement related injuries or whatever it is. Ultimately, it's going back to looking at how you can also be an important part, an integral healing process to your recovery. So thanks for listening.
Insync Physio. You can reach them at insyncphysio.com. Check out their ratings. They have many 5-star ratings. They're all 5 stars. Vancouver, 604-566-9716, or in Burnaby, 604-298-4878. Call to book, or you can book online at the website. Thanks, Will.
Thanks, Mark.